Today I'm very happy to bring you my range review of the Eweima Tactical Rifle Scope. I'm Dustin and you're watching Guns of the West. Well, I already did an unboxing and overview video, and I'll put a link to that in the description down below. That's the video in which I went over all the features of the scope, so make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it, so you can get a better understanding in this video. I've got it mounted here using Monstrum 30mm rings on the Benjamin Marauder Field and Target air rifle. Now, it doesn't have to be used on an air rifle. It claims to be shockproof, waterproof, fog-proof, and all that stuff. And based on what I've seen in my testing, I trust their claims. I chose this rifle just because it's extremely accurate and consistent, and I can shoot it indoors, so I'm not affected by wind, and we can get a good, honest test of the scope. So I got it zeroed, and then I took a few shots at a shot group just to confirm zero. And then I wanted to do a tracking test, and I did that in the form of a box test. If you're not familiar with a box test, that's where I shoot the bullseye, and then I turn my windage adjustment, and it goes up to 7 minutes of angle is the highest adjustment that it has markings for. So I adjusted it to the right 7 minutes, so it should hit 7 minutes to my right of the bullseye on the target, with me still aiming at the bullseye. Took one shot, then moved it 7 minutes up from there, took another one, another shot, 7 minutes to my left of there, so now it's 7 minutes straight above the bullseye, and continued this for 9 shots, making a box all the way around the bullseye. Then for the final shot, I took another shot at the bullseye. In order to pass the test, the scope has to end hitting right on the crosshair again. So let's see how that test went. Here's my setup for the test. This is at the range, the indoor range at Utah Air Guns, and I've got the rifle locked into the Caldwell Precision Turret Rest. And again, it's the Benjamin Marauder Field and Target, shooting 22 caliber JSB exact pellets. The distance to the target is 33 yards, and I'm going to have to cut the camera between shots because I need time to unlock and readjust the turret rest for each one. Let's go. So far so good, but for the scope to pass this test, this next shot has to be back to zero on the bullseye. And that was right on the money. Well, that went extremely well, even better than I had hoped. And what I've noticed with this is that the minutes of angle referenced on the reticle do match very well with the minutes of angle referenced on the turrets. So you can trust either one and get reliable results consistently. Well, after I did that test, I wanted to check to see if I was still holding zero with the scope. I noticed a little round swinging target down at the end of the range there at that 33 yards, about the size of a quarter. So I took 3 shots at it. Let's see how that went. They also have a target there consisting of 3 very narrow pieces of steel hanging down, and in the scope they look just a little wider than the vertical line in my reticle, and at the bottom of each is just the smallest little round paddle. Well, I took a shot at each of the 3 of them. Let's check it out. This is incredible, and I'm extremely impressed with this scope. After that, I decided to just have a little fun with some of the little steel animal targets they have there on the range. Another thing worth pointing out is the parallax adjustment knob on the left side of the scope. Now, when I was adjusting this, I didn't look at the numbers on the knob. I was just looking through the scope and turned it until the image was clear downrange. But then I saw, as you can see here, based on that little white dot, it is accurate to the distance. The target is 33 yards away, and that's right as what it says on the knob there. You're probably wondering if there are any cons to this scope because I'm saying all positive things about it. So I will say this. If you look at this image, you can see that the line under 0 does not perfectly line up with that white dot. The dot is just barely to the left of it, but it does do that consistently on every line around the turret, so it doesn't affect my ability to understand what my adjustments are as I'm dialing. This is just a tiny little nitpick on my part, and I won't hold this little minor detail against the scope. Well, what else can I tell you? Get one of these scopes. Again, this is the Eweima tactical rifle scope, 4:16 magnification by 44mm objective lens, comes with the sunshade, comes with great silicone lens covers, packed with features for its price. It has the features of scopes that cost a lot more, and obviously it performs extremely well. There's a link in the description, and I'd urge you to look in the description also to where to find me on social media. And don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos. Thank you so much for watching.